Guremi National Park, Cappadocia, Turkey.
We have much more churches than mosques. After this day, Jesus and his apostles, they start to visit village to village and city to city to spread their new religion to the people. At that time, the governor of Jerusalem, Pontius Pilate, he accused Jesus because Jesus, he got much more power than Herod.
So, ayun guys, walking papunta sa Guremi. So, the weather still malamig pero maaraw. Mga tunnel daw, they started excavation na dito. Slowly but sure lang tayo bumaba. Napagbigyan tayo guys ng chance makapunta na Cappadocia. Naging blessed tayo for this year. Ganda ng view. So kahit matarik, madaming pumupunta pa din. So it's part of journey. See the view pagkatalikod. 1, 2, 3. Ganda. Naghihirapan ko tong video sa inyo guys ha. But see guys, ang ganda ng place. Hello cravers, welcome back again to my channel. It's me again, your Nurse Craves. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe para lagi kayong updated sa ating mga videos. Hit like, subscribe, and get notified. Thank you so much cravers.
Especially in the valleys of Cappadocia, we have much more churches than mosques. You know why? Because, my friends, Christianity was spread from Cappadocia also. Because in the 2nd century AD, early Christians, when they escaped from Jerusalem, and they hide themselves in the valleys of Cappadocia against the Romans' persecution. Because they saw that the geography of Cappadocia was really suitable for hiding. Because there are much more dwellings, much more carvings, much more valleys. That's why I can say, early Christians, they hide themselves in the valleys of Cappadocia. Jesus Christ, when he was born from the Virgin Mary, he declared his prophecy at the age of 30. After this day, Jesus and his apostles, they start to visit village to village and city to city to spread their new religion to the people. At that time, the governor of Jerusalem, Pontius Pilate, he accused Jesus because Jesus, he got much more power than Herod. So Jesus Christ, he was catched and he was crucified by Roman soldiers. After 2 years, then of Jesus Christ, Saint Paul. Remember, Saint Paul is from Turkey, San Pablo. Okay, he was born in the city of Tarsus, which is 200 kilometers away from here. Okay, and after 2 years, then of Jesus Christ, Saint Paul, he began his longest missionary journey in Anatolia to spread Christianity. And at that time, Cappadocia was one of the most important provinces of Roman Empire. That's why Cappadocia had to obey the rules of Rome. In the 5th century AD, the bishop of Kayseri, Saint Basil, he came from Kayseri to here to give education to the people about Christianity. When he came here, he needed one school. He needed one monastery. Okay. Now you can imagine that museum where we're going to visit now is the first monastery of Christianity in Turkey used by Saint Basil. Okay. It is the first museum in Turkey which is taken under the list of UNESCO in Turkey, okay, in the year 1985.
So, ayun guys, walking papunta sa Guremi. Kasi daw, may mga tunnels sa baba. Hindi pwede ang car. Walking muna kami. And, so the weather still malamig. Pero maaraw. Bawal daw ang camera inside. So hanggang labas lang. More ang walking, more ang akyat. It's part of the traveling. Sabi ni Kuya, madami daw church dito. So ito yung mga ginamit na churches ng mga Christian here before. They don't allow cars. Sabi may mga tunnel daw. They started excavation na dito. So this is Guremi area. Pero may car sa baba. So ingat-ingat lang ang lakad natin. Actually nabigla yung paa ko. Mukhang dito na yung church. Mukhang dyan na siya. Slowly but surely lang tayo bumaba. Pero guys, no, nakakatuwa. Napagbigyan tayo guys ng chance makapunta na Cappadocia. Naging blessed tayo for this year. And yung mga napapanood lang natin, tourist countries or magagandang countries like Turkey, napuntahan natin. Kaya lubos kaming nagpapasalamat Lord God sa binigay mong blessing, and mas nakapunta na kami sa mga destinations, ng mga bucket list namin. So ngayon, welcome to Turkey. Yung magjowang kasabay namin kanina sa airplane at nasundo sa airport. So we're here na. This is Goremi Orenieri.
I'm not believer, okay? That is not But I'm good liar, don't worry. I can become stupid. I studied 4 years for all the religions, okay? That's why I can experience from here. And we can compare the religions, Islam and the Christianity. Second one is Annunciation, my friends, okay? One day, Angel Gabriel is visiting Mary, okay? Most probably, they talk to each other. Angel came, Mary, you know, you'll be pregnant. Very surprised. In the Islam, most of my friends, it's the same story. Yeah, Jesus Christ, he was born without father, you know. That's why in the Islam, most it's believed, my friends, Jesus is a prophet. For example, Muhammad and Jesus, they are saved, they are prophet. But it's not believed. And Jesus is the son of the gods, you know. It's believed just Messiah, okay? In the Islam, also same as Christianity, it's believed one day, Jesus Christ, he will come back to the world as Messiah. When he comes back to the world as the Messiah, it's the end of the life. Now, Islamic people also, they are waiting for the arrival of Jesus Christ, okay? These men is a generation of Chirima guys. Their names are Balthazar, Gaspar, and the Melchior. These 3 wise men, they older than one Messiah came to the world, you know. To find the Jesus Christ, they follow up the star of Jesus called Comet. Name of the star is Comet. When they have arrived at stable, they found a baby Jesus. They gave some presents and they worshipped the baby Jesus, okay? This one fly into the Egypt, my friends. At that time, Herodes, he wanted to catch baby Jesus to kill him. But he couldn't find the baby Jesus. His solution was to kill all the babies under the age of 2. At that time, all the newborn babies, they were murdered by the Roman soldiers. That's why Angel Gabriel visited Joseph, saying, Joseph, take Jesus to the Egypt because Herod is going to kill him. Now, whole family is escaping to the Egypt. This one is baptized, John the Baptist baptizing Jesus on the river of Jordan. The raising of Lazarus, one of the miracles of Jesus. And from Jerusalem, Transfiguration, one day Jesus, when he went to get with the apostles, Jesus, he went up to touch the clouds to talk to prophets before him. He was talking to prophet Elias and Moses. They were talking about the death of the Jesus Christ. When he went up, his clothes already changed, became more brilliant, you know. And God talked saying, he's my blessed son. So, apostles, they got scared. They hid themselves under the mountain here. Okay? They were talking about the death of Jesus Christ. Okay? And this one is Last Supper, betrayal by Judas. Okay? Let me explain something different for you. Okay? For me, one of the biggest differences between the Islam and Christianity is betrayal by Judas. Because in the Bible, in the Christianity, it's believed, yes, Judas already betrayed him, you know. Then Jesus Christ, he was catched, he was crucified, he was buried. After 2 days, he raised up, you know. And then Judas already suicide, you know. This is the story of the Bible. But in Islam, we have different version. Okay? Until the betrayal by Judas, everything is same, you know. When they were hugging each other, my friends, God kept Jesus Christ, you know. And so God didn't let they touch his prophets. That means, my friends, when they are hugging each other, Jesus Christ, he ascended directly to the sky, okay? And the face of the face of the Jesus mixed into the Jesus, okay? I mean, the Judas looked like a Jesus Christ, you know, as a face. Then Roman soldiers, they caged the Judas, they crucified Judas, they killed the Judas. In the Islam, Jesus Christ, he was never crucified. He was a Judas, okay? Saint Basil, you remember Saint Basil, founder of the school. He came here, started monastic life, okay? George and Taylor Kenneth Dragon, we're going to see in this lecture, okay?
So, ayan guys, it's for you to, kung what you believe. So, compare niya ang Muslim and Christianity.
We're going to look at called Saint Basil Chapel, Sambasi. Okay? Is over there. And that chapel was carved in the 5th century AD. Okay? But paintings were painted in the 11th century. Okay? When you enter the church, you will see many graves there inside. Because at that time, Christians, they were believing if they were buried near the church or in the church, they would be holy. In the graves, you will see many skeletons. They are not the monk skeletons. Okay? Because 60 years ago, there was no tourism here. Villagers, they were using churches like food storages, That's why they cleaned many times. They looted many times according to their necessities, That's why they cleaned many times all the graves also. But when we opened here for tourism, maybe 20 years ago, archaeologists, they brought some skeletons from the museums, okay? They put there inside for demonstration, okay? Not belonging to the monks, okay? I don't know whose skeletons are there, okay? You will see the St. George on the cross also. George and Theodore, they were warrior saints of Christianity. They were always painted as killing one dragon or snake, because snake only help the devil to enter paradise, to give forbidden fruit for Adam and Eve, And so I can say you, my friends, this snake is representing devil, is representing paganism. It's the fight of the St. George against the paganism. And St. George is from Cappadocia. He was born in Cappadocia in the 3rd century AD. In this chapel also you will see 3 altars. On the left and the right, nothing to see. In the main altar, in the middle part, you will see Jesus Christ, Holy Bible. The other hand is Holy Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. He's trying to say, I'm the leader of the world. Okay? And I'm the light of the world. Next to the Jesus, you will see the Mary and the baby Jesus on her arms. Okay? It's a very small chapel, very basic also. It's getting eroded. When it's getting eroded, rain and the snow, they were acting on the cracks and harming the paintings, Not to get eroded, government covered here by a white plaster, but it didn't work. It's not good. It was not good restoration. Okay?
So ayun guys, galing kami dun sa St. Basil Church ba yun? Chapel. Galing kami sa loob. Bawal kasi ang video and camera. Maliit lang siya. May makita kang mga painting doon. Paintings and may gaya ng sabi ng tour guide, merong skeleton doon. Pero hindi daw yun yung mga naglagay lang sila ng skeleton pero they don't know kaninong skeleton sa loob. Very small lang. Parang isang kwarto lang.
They were forcing students to respect to the church. I mean, they were forcing students to enter the church head down. That's why all the entrances were really small, But for the last 2 years, some rock pieces start to collapse from the ceiling, That's why it's getting dangerous to use that tunnel. We're going to use the other entrance now from the back side, okay?
Ang sabi niya? Apple Church. Apple Church. Apple Church. Dami mga turista.
My friends, let's see the Apple Church is down there. Okay? The Apple Church is a church that preserved church in Cappadocia. I mean, much more colorful than the other church. And that church was covered in the 5th century AD. Sorry, in the 6th century AD. All the paintings were painted at the end of the 11th century, beginning of 12th century. And in that church, you will see 3 altars, 9 domes, and 4 columns. In Cappadocia, 2 techniques had been used to make frescoes by painters. First technique called technique with plaster. Okay? First, they were covered wall by a white plaster. Then they were painted. The other technique, no plaster, called secco, directly to the naked wall. In the 6th century AD, technique no plaster was used, but in the 11th century AD, they covered the wall by a white plaster. They repainted. Okay? When you enter the church on the left wall, you can see one red cross. That cross coming from the 6th century because it's white plaster. All the collapse. You can see the picture coming from the behind, coming from the 6th century. Other pictures are coming from the 11th century. Okay? Over there, we can see 2 rooms: dining room, kitchen, and food storage for the students. Okay? In the dining room, you can see 1 stone table for the students who are sitting and eating. In the kitchen, you can see 1 small hall on the floor. That's not toilets. That's tandoori. Okay, tandoori means local oven. Okay, in the food store, nothing to see. But fortunately, they allow us to take photos there inside because there is nothing to see. That's why it's allowed. But church is really nice to see, my friends. No photos there inside. This is really worth to visit. Okay, good place to visit.
So on the way to Apple Church and no photo and videos. Kwentuhan ko na lang kayo kung anong meron doon. And we're going down. So we'll show you later yung kitchen. Doon lang pwede daw ang ating camera. So upon entering, close ko na po. So ayun guys, galing na kami sa Apple Church. Maliit lang din siya. And here, papasok kami sa my kitchen area. Dito daw pwedeng photos and videos. So this is the dining area. This, yeah. Lutuan. A heart. So this cave is very historical na guys. Kitchen cave. So yeah. For decades, century na. We're done there. So yung mga natin, mag-insert na lang kung makukuha ang pictures sa internet. Kasi bawal daw talaga. So ang ganda ng places. Ang ganda ng Cappadocia. This is Cappadocia.
About this church. And Santa Barbara, she's from Turkey, okay? She's from Nicaea. But she was a lady. She loved the children, always donating something to the orphans, you know? And so, after her death, they're saying this chapel was painted by children. That's why there's some gay modifications inside, okay? But they're just ideas, okay? Now, after 35 minutes later, we're gonna meet outside, okay?
Thank you.
50-55, okay? 50-55, we're gonna meet over there, okay?
Pasukin muna natin si Santa Barbara Church. So ayun guys, akit kami dito and may mga ibang churches pa dun sa loob. Cappadocia, kay ganda. Ang ganda guys. You know the drill guys, bawal ang camera. So papasok ulit ako. And this is the cave. Monasteries, churches. Diba? Guys, kung gusto nyo makapunta dito, mag-ipon. Kayang-kaya nyo makapunta dito. Pa-visa lang kayo guys. It's very historical. Knowing these things, this history of Cappadocia. Christianities, and everything about Jesus, Mary. It's nice to know, no? Kung ano yung mga history from here. So ayun guys, pataas tayo dito. Yung mga monasteries and churches. Alam niyo guys, yung mga churches nila dito, maliit lang, parang isang kwarto lang. They serve as church and chapel ng mga may pinangalan dun sa mga saints. Nakakahingal lang umakyat kasi puro akyat. So maririnig nyo yung hingal ko dito. Pwede picture doon. Okay, let's see the kitchen. So this is the kitchen. Ito lang pwedeng nila. So where is this area? Kitchen part. Diba? Hingal din yung mga kasama ko outside eh. Paano matatarik yung mga pinapasukan namin? Napakaganda ng Cappadocia. Tingnan nyo yung scenery. Isa pang nakakaano dito. Yan. See? From 1020 Turkey. Welcome Cappadocia. So meron tayong mga yellow dito. Kaya malamig. icy siya. So, dito naman, we'll try to akyat also. Diba, nakakahingal. Hingal match. Pero dahil love ko kayo, mga cravers, tataasan natin, ay tataas tayo. Itong white na to, mga nag-ice na. I believe nag-snow dito. So, akyat tayo. Kahit hingal-hingal na tayo. Let's try our best. Hagdan-hagdan. Ingat-ingat. Ito yung view na, oh, diba? The view is nakaka-princess. Diba? What is this? Oh, mga lagusan then going inside. Ganda ng view. So guys, they call it Nameless Chapel. So there's no name. Dun sa pinasok natin, dun sa taas. Doon. So kahit matarik, madaming pumupunta pa din. So it's part of journey. Kahit matarik. Meron din dito mga chapel. Someone is there inside. See how ganda ng Cappadocia. This is Grammy area. Yung mga the Christianity and everything is here. It's nice. Makapunta sa mga UNESCO World. May payment. Why they called it dark? Let's see. So the entrance to this church is from the north through Winding Tunnel, which opens into a barrel fort north. Dark chapel. But this one may payment. So
hanggang dito sa veranda.
Veranda
Kapag
lang.
pumasok ka, you need to pay 6 euros.
Oh.
Dito yung bilihan ng ticket.
Okay, can we go there?
Saan?
That area. So pwedeng camera doon. So let's enter until the veranda lang. Kasi may bayad. 6 euro. The dirt church. So para lang tayo guys oh, you know, 6 euro. So, yung makikita niya sa loob guys, mga ganito na siya. Oh, yung mga painting dyan. Nakita niyo mga cross. Nagiging fade na siya actually. Pero they're trying to preserve it. See the view. Pagkatalikod, 1, 2, 3. Ganda. Ganda-gandahan siya. So beautiful. So siguro guys, di namin papasok sa loob. 6 euro. And maybe next time. So baba na tayo guys. Kita niyo yung mga kuwebang daanan, lagusan. Ay, sorry. Sorry naman guys. Andyan pala kayo. Charap. So, ayun. Ganun din. May small church din dito. May English Chapel of St. Catherine. So, kaso close. Close yung chapel ni St. Catherine. Maybe next time. Akyat ang peg dito. Sandal Church. So, this is the Sandal Church. And that's the church. So, we'll go inside. And also, bawal ulit ang phone and camera. So, bago mapasok, I will close the camera na. Papatayin ko na. I will turn off. So, ang daming churches dito, guys. And they name them sa mga saint para lagi kayong kasama sa aking. Ayan. Medyo wala tayong control sa ating balance. Naghihirapan ko tong video sa inyo, guys, ha? Matarik. Tsaka medyo masakit sa paa na. Tuhod. Usually. Kasi you need to walk You need to balance. Madaming mga stairs. Worth it naman yung pagpunta dito. And then knowing that this is a UNESCO. Preserve nila tong area. And the history of this place. Diba? Nakakamangha. Diba hingal? Kaya guys, sabi ko sa inyo guys, kaya nyo pumunta dito. It's a matter of trusting yourself. Tapos ipon lang. Get your visa and punta kayo dito. Napaka worth it. Day 1 pa lang ng mapunta namin. And second na place, destination. Next time, kayo na rin yung nandito. So for now, manood lang muna kayo dyan. And syempre, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe na rin sa channel, no? Promise yun guys. Bravers, like, share, and subscribe. And kung bago ka sa channel ko, please, subscribe ka na. Madami pa tayong travel vlogs na pagsasamahan. And also, at least, I can share my story dito sa ating mga travels. So guys, welcome here in Cappadocia. Nandito tayo sa area ng mga chapels and churches. They call it Gorime. So this is the scenery. Medyo wala lang masyadong pumapasok na tourists. But see guys, ang ganda ng place. Ayun lang nakakapagod maglakad. Tapos ang taas. Matatarik. So guys, lalabas muna tayo and thank you sa pag-support. And for more other vlogs, for more film na gawin natin. And madami pa tayong pupuntahan. Kaya, tutok lang. So, without further ado, baka lunchtime na yung next. So, sama ulit kayo mamaya. So, ayun guys. Paalis na kami. On our way na kami sa car. Pero the scenery is so magical. It's so ganda. Ayan. Ipakita sa inyo to guys. So ganda. And I will run. Bye bye Grammy. See you again. I think maybe tomorrow. Hindi na nagkakamali. Parang ditong area din yung ating hot air balloon. So, don't miss it guys. So guys, meron din dito sa may babaan. May mga bilian ng mga souvenirs. Wala tayong pambili. Wala tayong pambili guys. Basta na yung mga kasama ko. Iniwan na ako. Tumingin na yung tour guide. Kasaway kayo Tagal nyo. Magagalit na yung tour guide. Ang tagal nyo Dami pa natin pupuntahan na oras na. Saan kayo napupunta? Galit. Charot. Hindi naman galit si Kuya. Ayun na yung mga kasama namin. Ewan ko naririnig niyo yung aking sinasabi. Pero happy lang. Bucket list check na tayo guys. And let's go na sa next destination. Sakay na ulit kami. Later na lang ulit. Magla-lunch daw tayo sa isang cave restaurant. Sad news. So we will just enjoy yung mga pupuntahang tourist spots.
Making this ceramica, this coffee was a dry room for men.
There we can see two dogs kissing each other. The most common one is a camel, or a snail. And that's why we are calling it Imagination Valley. Yeah.
Hello, Jogi. So, ayun guys, ang lamig. So, yung mga rock formation nila. Uy. Nandito tayo sa baba ng mga rock formation. Welcome to Cappadocia! Woo! So, andito tayo sa Pasabag. Hee!